Hey guys, welcome to Data Analysis Problems Level Hard. Ready? Let's do it. All right, so let's take a look at the hard problem here. Again, let's take note of all the data. So at the top it says inventory of clocks and frequency of chimes. All right, so this is a really bizarre sort of topic, but this is about clocks and the number of times that they chime. All right. So now look, we have here the first column, number of clocks. So we have these categories of A, B, and C. So it looks like A has 20 clocks, B has 10, and C has 6. Now it sort of gives some specifics on the clocks. So this one says it chimes n times on the nth hour. Okay, that's a little bit confusing. So what does that mean? Chimes n times on the nth hour. So what I think that means is, let's say it's 8 o'clock. So that's the 8th hour. And it's going to chime 8 times, right? So at 10 o'clock, it's going to chime 10 times, so on and so forth. Chimes once on the hour. All right, that's a little bit easier. So each hour, kind of like those big clocks you see in different cities, it's just going to chime one time. And then now these clocks, now this last category, it's going to chime once on the half hour. All right. So every half hour at 7:30, 8:30, 9:30, it's going to chime once. All right, now let's read the question. So we said a merchant sells 3 types of clocks that chime as indicated above. What is the total number of chimes of the inventory of clocks in the 150-minute period from 9:15 to 11:45? Okay, so this is pretty interesting. So now we got to think about this time frame and we got to apply it to all these clocks up here. So we're just going to do it one by one. So let's first think about A. Okay, with A we have 20 clocks, right? And those 20 clocks, first of all, they chime n times on the nth hour. So first, let's just think about that. So from 9:15 to 11:45, it's not going to chime at 9 because that's before the period that's indicated. So the first hour that's going to hit in this period is 10. So it's going to chime 10 times, right, at 10 o'clock, these 20 clocks. So 10 times, and then we're going to multiply that by 20 because that's the number of clocks. And then what about 11 o'clock? At 11 o'clock now, it's going to chime 11 times, right? So now we've got this plus those 11 chimes, again, times 20, the number of clocks. So there we go. So we've got 10 and 11. And now what about this rule here where it chimes once on the half hour? So how many half hours are we going to have between 9:15 and 11:45? We're going to have 9:30, 10:30, and 11:30. So now we have 20 clocks, so we'll have at 9:30, that's representing that, plus 10:30, plus 11:30. Okay, so this is all the chimes for A. Okay, so we've got that sorted. We just need a little addition to add it up. Now let's think about B. Okay, so for B, we've got 10 clocks, right? So now again, we're going to start at 10 o'clock, right, and 11 o'clock for the n times on the nth hour. So at 10 o'clock, these clocks are going to chime, right, 10 times, and that's times 10 clocks, plus 11 times at 11, again, times 10, and that's it. We're done with B. Now let's think about C. So C, we have only 6 clocks, and we have chimes once on the hour. So again, remember we have 10 and 11, but these are only going to chime one time. So we're going to have a total of 6 chimes at 10, 6 chimes at 11, and then what's this last one? They also chime once in the half hour. So how many half hours do we have? We figure that out up here in A, right, where we have 20, 20, 20. So here we're going to have plus 6, plus 6, plus 6, because that's going to be for 9:30, 10:30, and 11:30. And now all we have to do is add these up. So I'm just going to do a little mental math here. So we've got 200 plus, here we have 220, so that's 420. Plus 60 is 480, all right, for A. Then for B, we just have 100 plus 110, which is 210, right? And for C, we have 5 times 6, which is 30. So now, if we're going to add all these up, I'll bring it back here. So we got 480, so 690, and the total chimes is 720. And again, there's no answer choices because this is a free response, one of those lovely free responses. And so you just put down 720, final answer.